Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I need to make an update to the top teams for Lone Gaze because this is actually the top team formation with harak, and in my video that I uploaded of all the top 1 formations I was using this formation. They're pretty similar, but this one on average is doing better for people and reducing the RNG. So this is the overall top formation for Lone Gaze. But don't worry, if you don't have harak, there are some other teams I'm going to be showing you which come really close to this team. Basically, there are 3 teams, and 2 of them not even using harak, which all get really close scores, both all getting well over 90 billion damage. But this team is the overall best, and that's why we're going to begin by showing it. So first, you're going to devour the Rainier, followed by Mikola based on the starting position, and then the next devour is going to be the Phraesto illusion like you have right there, which is going to be resummoned. Okay? And now the next devour is going to be the Phraesto illusion. Oh no, it's going to be the Smoky, and the Phraesto and the illusion are both still alive. And then finally, the ideal choice is to devour the illusion, but here he devours the main Phraesto, but it's fine, you have the stats, and they're 97.4 billion. So this is like a 2.5 billion damage upgrade compared to the previous best team that I was running before this. So this is definitely the optimal formation. At the end of this video, we will do some skips of this to try and get the top score we can set. But yeah, and as for the charms for this team, you are going to want to have Mikola on the arcane charms, and Phraesto on the sorcery charms, Smoky on recovering or sorcery charms, harak on balance charms, and Rainier on mystic charms. But again, the charms for Rainier don't really matter. It's basically you just want the mythic level of charms so that you get the quality bonus for the attack buff. Okay, so this is the overall best team. Now coming in very close to it is a Shakir Sonja team, which is again showing you just how strong Shakir and Sonja actually are. So let's go for Mikola here and Smoky up in the front, and then we're just gonna have Shakir in the back behind the main Phraesto for the energy generation. It is gonna be using the greatsword spell to power up the attack of the entire team, and finally Sonja over here. Now this team has gotten a maximum score of 96 billion damage, which is again really good. For my account levels, probably it won't be possible to get that, but even if we get 95 billion, it comes really close to the harak team. So even though the harak team is number 1, I mean, even if you're running this team with these heroes invested, you're probably also going to guarantee a top 10 ranking of Dream Realm because it's really close to the overall top team. And so, again, it kind of shows you that even though harak is the top option in 4 out of 8 of the Dream Realm bosses, 2 of them, Snowstomper and Lone Gaze, he is replaceable, and your second best option almost competes with the damage of the first one. Okay, here no hero is dying. Only got 82 billion damage, but I guess there is RNG involved in it. Yeah, there's a lot of RNG involved in the Shakir-oriented teams because the major issue is you want to have Shakir buffing up your entire team for as long of the fight as possible, and especially you want him to be buffing up your Smoky during the whole cast of Smoky's blue aura. So let's run it like maybe 2 more times to see how high it can go. But yeah. So I guess that's kind of the issue with Lone Gaze, is it was always a high RNG boss. There we go. So Shakir is going to run into a position to be buffing up the Smoky, but we did maybe miss 1 or 2 ticks at the beginning of his blue aura. But the score is looking better so far. Yeah, it's looking better. Yeah, definitely better than the previous run by a lot. Look at the RNG difference that can happen here, but you'll have to do multiple runs. There we go. So this is a decent run. The first one, I don't know what happened getting only 82 billion. This was 93.3, which is not bad. And with more runs, it can get even higher than that, up to like a maximum of 96 billion with a fully like decked out account. Okay, let's move on to another team, which is also really good, which is going to be a Ludovic team. So this is again going to be using the resonating spell. Or sorry, no, actually not. Verdant spell, because Ludovic does well with the Verdant spell because he gets the haste buff, and that is going to increase the casting of his skill 1, which is good for damage. And we're still going to be using Shakir, Smoky, and Mikola. and they are going to be in the position like this. So the main Phraesto is going to be in front of the Shakir. The illusion is behind the Ludovic, and Ludovic charms are going to be applying onto the Phraesto illusion. Smokey up in the front and Mikola to the side. This is another great team, and this is maximum getting 94 billion, so it is going to be like 2 billion less than the Sonja team we just showed, and this is not even using Sonja. So if you have Ludovic built, this is a great team for you to run. But again, it will be reliant on RNG because you'll need to have Shakir buffing up as much of your team for as long as possible. And like right here, good. That was really quick. Shakir got right into Smokey's range for the blue aura pretty much immediately. So this looks like a good run. I'm expecting high damage from this run because the RNG seemed pretty much perfect. And then of course Ludovic has to survive for as long as possible. Yeah, I think we might break 90 billion with this. Yeah, we're gonna do it. So this is a great team, and basically the third best team out there right now, and they all come close. And so this is what I'm saying, that even if you don't have harak, you can compete still for top rankings in Lone Gaze and Snowstomper both. So that's something really important to kind of keep in mind. Okay, now we do have some, I want to show some free-to-play versions, basically. Like, let's say you don't have Phraesto. There are some really good teams, and I have shown them before, but let's show them again. So Sonja is just, this is actually going to show you the power of Sonja. Even in a free-to-play no Phraesto team, Sonja is getting over 70 billion damage. And so Sonja is a really good Dream Realm hero, and I'm gonna make a video dedicated to her. But basically, I put her in the must pull category, and I put it even a higher priority than Tassi, to be honest, because Tassi is good for AFK stages, but I think Dream Realm heroes should be the priority over AFK stage pushing heroes. So if you had to choose between the two of them, I think Sonja is the way to go. So we're gonna be using the Verdant spell again. It's gonna power up the Ludovic for his skill 1 casting for more HP per second damage, and Sonja is being buffing up both the Smokey and the Ludovic. So again, because it does have Shakir, it is going to be reliant on RNG and exactly the timing of his buffs onto all of your allies. But if you do a few runs, you should be able to get the RNG you need. And of course, you need Ludovic to survive as well. If Ludovic somehow dies early on, then your score will be low. So Shakir is in a position to be buffing up Smokey with his blue aura right here. Perfect. So it seems pretty perfect. RNG looks good this fight. And this can get 74 or more billion damage, which is crazy. And then finally, we'll show one final team after this, which is not even using Sonja. So if you don't have Sonja, then you can run this other team. Okay, this is 73 billion. Credit for this goes to Asparagus. And by the way, credit for all of these teams. Jake was the one who came up with the new harak version. Aishera was the one who came up with the Sonja Shakir number 2 team. Number 3 team Beepsy. And right here Asparagus. And let's go ahead and take a look at now the final team that we're going to show for today, which is Ludovic, Lily May, Smokey. So let's go ahead, Ludovic, Lily May, and so this is a great use of Lily May, because a lot of people have her built up, and then Mikola and Odie finally. This is the overall, one of the best free-to-play teams, and credit for this goes to Farlig, because this is a great team because it doesn't use Sonja. Basically, it's using heroes from previous seasons, so hopefully you have them built up by now, or you can buy from the season store like Ludovic, Mikola for example. But this is a really good team as well, getting over 60 billion damage. A good free-to-play option. So that is basically going to be the final team that we will be showing for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you can get a top score in Lone Gaze, but I needed to make this. This is an updated version of the harak team basically, and it is getting on average like about 3 billion extra damage, 2.5 to 3 billion. And so in my top 1 teams of all Dream On bosses, that was basically the only team formation which was a little bit off. It was using the same heroes, so like on our scoreboard it didn't make a difference, but the positioning was a bit suboptimal. But anyway guys, that is going to be it for this video. Good luck getting a high score on the Lone Gaze boss, and watch out for a video that I'm going to be making dedicated to Sonja and why it will be important for you to be recruiting for her. But thanks for watching guys, I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.